Hello, and welcome to August's episode of Iacon Underground Radio. This is Jen.
And David, although this might be coming out on the first day of September. I don't know.
Yeah, time. It's okay. Time has no meaning.
Well, yeah.
To all of our listeners, it will feel at the same time like April, but also December. So this week, someone needs to get Hasbro a towel because there's leaking all over the place.
Yeah, wait, this happens repeatedly. It's been a while since we've had this much leaking consistently over a short period of time.
Yeah,
I think the last time it happened, it was like in the third movie or something.
Yeah, the toy line. It's. I mean, I don't know if it just has to do with the current world situation, or I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, definitely
that probably contributes. Zoom meetings probably aren't helping the situation.
Yeah, and I mean the rise of easy access to Chinese online sites like AliExpress definitely makes it profitable for people to smuggle stuff out of the back room of the factory.
And the time to make a stop motion video of a toy that hasn't officially been announced yet.
Yeah.
That was new.
That was fun. So
it was
yeah,
cute,
I will warn you if you are someone who likes to just completely go into Target one day with no idea of what's ever going to be on the shelves. Probably you shouldn't be listening to news podcasts anyway.
Well, no, but also nowadays it's how often are you going to go shopping anymore in a physical store? Some places you're not allowed to yet.
Yeah. So, also,
the only place to get it is online.
When you do, I had to go to my Target for some things today myself, and they put out a Skylinks that looked like it had been run over by a forklift.
Ooh. So
yeah. I mean, the toy's probably okay. I didn't shake it.
Well, if the box is messed up, that's okay, but if you're saying it looks like it was run over, that's a bit much.
It was smashed. It definitely smashed into something. It wasn't just dropped on a corner. So there are many perils and pitfalls to shopping in stores. Though as a brief aside, there are also many perils and pitfalls to shopping online, as there are those Amazon exclusive Conehead seekers that people have been getting with the package, with the mailing label just directly on the toy packaging that's got all the art and everything on it. Which is funny because the Amazon stuff, their exclusive stuff usually comes in a plain cardboard box.
Yeah, it's been coming in an Amazon box, and then in a box itself. Mine have been fine so far, but my Conehead set isn't arriving till Monday.
So someone in the warehouse had to take a moment from their pee break to open up that box and take it out and slap the label right on there instead of just putting the label on the plain cardboard box. Man,
that really feels like some Amazon workers were protesting that day, and a manager had to do work.
Yeah, that does kind of have a manager having to do work kind of feeling to it. Wow. Not really knowing what you do with those.
What we do at business every day.
Yes. So yeah, so that's one piece of news. Amazon's got some Coneheads. Those...
Yes, Coneheads, and there's also, there's a bunch of things. There's also the Ironhide and Prowl are coming in a set, but not until November.
Yes, I was a little sad to see that those were not going to be available before my birthday because I was absolutely going to put them on my birthday wish list. Yeah. So it's good cop and bad cop 2-pack.
Yeah, well, it's like the pre-orders and stuff just keeps getting further and further out, which well, one we'll probably get to, but I want to jump ahead. Sandstorm. We're finally getting a G2 Sandstorm toy that has only ever existed as a prototype mock-up of a toy that wasn't made.
Yes.
And that's not arriving until like February.
And mind you, that's not Sandstorm as in the Autobot Triple Changer. That's Sandstorm, a Conehead.
Yeah.
Shipping weirdness. Apparently some people... I mean, I know some people have Rotor Storm. I heard something about there being some, like, indie toy store or something up in Maryland that I want to say I kind of wish I had known about it because I could drive up there, but also I don't know that I would drive up there to have Rotor Storm a month or two in advance. He's pretty great, and I absolutely pre-ordered him on Big Bad Toy Store as soon as I saw he had the different head. Like, I saw that and immediately opened another tab of my browser and went on Big Bad Toy Store to pre-order him. But yeah, some people are getting those, and I think it's, like, they're in real packaging, so it doesn't appear to be, like, again, slipped out the back door of a factory. I mean, it could have, but...
It's just, like, mis-shipping, which that does happen occasionally.
I mean, I guess it's also possible a shop like that could have just had an open order with Hasbro, and Hasbro just was like, here you go, you know.
But getting them really early like that,
it's really weird.
Yeah, it's peculiar.
But that is a thing that has happened. Sadly, like I said, I did not hear about it in time to be worth a drive up into Maryland. But there is also season 3 of... Not season 3, God, no. Wave 3 of Earthrise, which we are going to talk about and then probably immediately forget is going to exist because of all the Kingdom news.
Yeah.
But we do have pictures of that with Fast Track, Run Amok, Sunstreaker, and Trailbreaker.
Wait, I guess I haven't seen the Sunstreaker.
Yes. He looks like Sunstreaker.
Oh, yeah.
Spoilers, he just looks like you would, like, imagine how this current design team would do Sunstreaker, and there you go. That's how he looks. That's him.
So he looks like the classics, but slightly better, but slightly not at the same time.
Yeah. He looks like the classics, but without them having to go through the trouble of, like, molding him to clearly just also be Sideswipe. Because those two had that weird thing going to them.
Okay.
I mean, he looks fine. I'll get him to hang out with his brother. I guess I should get his brother in normal colors at some point.
Yeah, I'll probably get him, because I've never had both of them, so I guess I'll get him. No, wait, actually, I never had either of them in G1, and I got one of them in Classics, but I forget which. It's in a box somewhere.
I think I had a hand-me-down G1 Sunstreaker at some point. I have a very sharp tactile memory of playing with that toy, but he must have gotten lost in a move. But yeah, so those are coming out, and hopefully, God, I especially feel bad about this because, I mean, I would like that Sunstreaker. I wouldn't mind the Trailbreaker, and I would definitely like Fast Track to go with my Scorponok. But Wave 3s, especially once you have the next series so close on its tail, that might be pre-order.
That always seems to overlap and go weird. Although it doesn't go as weird as the few times we get like a Wave 4 that never seems to happen, but does happen. Although it's been a while. I think it's been a while since we've had like a Wave 4.
Pre-order those as soon as they go up. Also,
in other words, I should do it now.
As an aside, I have up the thread from TFW 2005 on that page, and I looked down at the first comment on the thread, and it's a username that clearly does not understand the fandom legacy of the name Nixter. Alternately, it's a pedophile. So...
Ew. Old fandom things.
horrible, horrible old fandom things.
Oh, right, the Run Amok way. I've already pre-ordered Run Amok. I just kind of forgot about the other guys. Because it's like, Run Amok, need!
Yeah,
Where's Runabout?
That's kind of how I've been with some occasional things like Scorponok.
I mean, if I... like Trailbreaker and Sunstreaker, I will probably buy if I ever see them in store. If they show up in stores, if I go to stores.
Yeah.
But I need my little graffiti twins.
If you happen to be at a store. Yeah, that definitely feels like we've got to get the other one. We've got to get the second one at some point.
Yeah, well, they're... at least we're getting... well, jump ahead, we're getting a Warpath in Kingdom somehow.
Yeah, I have some...
So probably they'll just wage Runabout in there, or whatever they're calling him.
I believe we are also supposed to get an Inferno in Kingdom, but not that Inferno. The Inferno that would go with my Red Alert.
Yeah. It's good for you, but I'd rather have a giant fire.
Yeah, I honestly, as much as I entirely bought Red Alert because of Grapple being announced and knowing that I would inevitably also be able to get that Inferno and have them be buddies. I am also, I almost kind of would trade him. Just like, I don't know, buy myself the pair of the Masterpiece ones for my birthday to make it up for it. Because Inferno the Fire Ant is pretty great. So yeah, other Earthrise wrap-up stuff. There's a variety of selects, which I guess are mostly still Earthrise at this point, technically.
Yeah, still.
Again, there's Rotorstorm, who I mentioned.
Good.
I have to say the G2 Megatron is definitely the closest I've seen them coming to one that I want.
Yeah. He doesn't have the massive tread boobs out front, or say Megatron on the front of him, but he does look nice. But the problem is there's counting the remold, there's 8 versions of that toy?
That's a problem, is that, I only even bought the last version of this toy because I got them, marked down on Amazon.
Yeah, I got the original. There's, the anime cartoon coloring redeco. There's the actual Earth mode version. There's what is the Combat Megatron?
I have
now the G2.
I have talked.
There's a Japanese redeco probably.
I have talked about how I really, really like how good they've become at color matching, and I do feel like this is the pinnacle of the color matching. This is the absolute most perfect. Even though it's I wish there was I guess. Yeah, his tank turret, you can kind of put the gun for that over his shoulder, but it's not the same as having his fusion cannon mounted on his shoulder. On the other hand, I could also just go, to my storage bins in my closet 10 feet away and pull out my original one, put batteries in him, press the button, and listen to him say, Megatron attack! So... yeah. I don't know if this is worth $30 to just be a loving homage to a toy I do actually already have, but he's pretty great. And then there's Sandstorm, who's the Conehead based on the Earthrise Conehead design. There's some more of the Micromaster buddy ones. There's Grease Pit, and there's Hot House. And isn't Hot House the one whose name is only ever upside down? On him.
Yeah.
There's a tampo on him with his name, but in every mode it's upside down. There's Hubcap. I forget I think we had just heard about Hubcap when we did the last episode.
Yeah, I think so. And I have him, I pre-ordered him, he's come to me. And since then we've gotten Bugbite!
Yes, we
my
have...
my other little creepy little weirdo boy.
Bugbite, who is apparently part of X-Huast.
Yes, he's a mercenary.
Yes.
Which, when are we getting stickers of that Tampo so I can put it on other toys, guys? Somebody, please?
Probably someone on Etsy already has. I could put one on my car. I don't want to put one on my car, but I could probably get someone. Honestly, like, literally my mom just bought one of those vinyl sticker cutter things. So you want one, I could get my mom to make you one for your car.
I mean, the mercenary badge isn't the best sigil we've gotten, but it's okay. I would like some more.
It does have a goatee. It has an evil goatee, which is
it a goatee?
Pretty.
I wasn't sure if that was like a mustache or those are nostrils. I'm not sure how to interpret that part yet.
I think it's a goatee. I think that part in the middle is the mouth with the goatee around it. But yes, he is Hubcap's body with Bumblebee's head. There has been a little bit of conversation about whether Volkswagen just is only okay with them making toys if it's friendly little kid appeal character Bumblebee and not if it's, a villain or I guess, pseudo-villain. The mercenaries do seem kind of villainy. Yeah. So it's like, what's even the point? But I don't know. The point is, at least they're probably better mercenaries than DevCon, who only hunts his people's sworn enemies for free.
Oh yeah, we're never going to get a DevCon. Hasbro, redeco somebody as DevCon.
I agree. We do need a DevCon. Let's see. There is Tiger Track coming out, who I think has been announced for a little bit. And then there's Rotor Storm, who, like I said, has been popping up here and there. So yeah, shall we move on to, Beast Wars are moving on to their home planet of Cybertron, except I guess in reverse. I guess the one more, I guess technically he counts as Earthrise, is Black Rorichi.
Oh, yeah.
Who is a loving homage to the gold dust that you will find gathered at the bottom of your Black Zarek packaging.
Yes.
Black Zarek, of course, being absolutely notorious for just extremely expensive and then will immediately disintegrate into gold dust. And he's the fast track from that. And he is pretty much entirely gold. A few years ago, I asked Aaron Archer about that, and he said they had the gold plastic sorted out, so I don't know if it's been long enough to verify if that's truly the case, but
they don't use gold shiny metallic as much anymore, but like oh no, what was it,
it was that Linkin Park Soundwave is what brought up this subject.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't think that one. I've heard reports of that breaking down, or
I don't think I've heard reports of anyone buying it. So.
Well, that is also true. But like, it was like the first live action movie. Wasn't there like a Starscream or something that was in like metallic bronze? Like it was like pre-Earth version or something.
I thought he was just silver, but maybe he was. So I guess we'd have to take a look at that.
Yeah, have to check that. That would,
because I think that has been long enough that if it was going to have problems, it would be.
Yeah, it should have. I don't.
Problems.
I think more of the recent problems have been in like translucent plastics that just crack easier.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of, and also as just sort of a brief offshoot. I'm not good with words tonight. I have heard there seem to be a lot of QC issues with Siege stuff.
Yes, yeah, oh yeah, that, I
like Double Dealer. It's like you've got a 50-50 chance of him not being super busted.
No, it's like because like one of our friends always seemed to have quality control issues and has had for years. And it's like, sorry about that. You'll just have to buy a new toy or return it or something. But like, a lot of the Siege toys I've been getting recently have had those kind of problems. Like, I've had to what the fuck? One of the guys I had to take apart and reassemble because like something was backwards, and other joints like they just like didn't want to. Exhaust or exhaust. Like I had to work his parts of him and like try and take bits of him apart to get him to transform. Same thing with the cliff jumper too. Like just like quality control issues where I could not get them to transform the first time I transformed them, which has never really ever been a problem for most Transformers toys. For me, anyway.
I have been lucky, honestly. I think I may have the only Earthrise Starscream that doesn't have dinged up chest paint.
Ooh, dinged up chest paint is a problem. It doesn't usually bother me that much.
There have been...
It's just that, like, there are a lot of car Transformers where, getting all the car door panels to line up perfectly can be an issue. But these...
Yeah.
The recent quality control issues I've had have been more serious than that.
Yeah, it's
like not toy breaking, but like toy inconveniencing.
I've heard some people on some of the other news podcasts talking about like having to order a couple double dealers. And the thing is, with anything like that, the internet is going to make it sound a lot worse than it is because
you only hear about the problems.
Yeah, but
it feels like I've been hearing more of them.
I have been hearing a lot of people having problems with those Amazon cone heads, like missing paint applications, and just, I've heard that Hasbro is maybe in the process of changing factories, so it may be something like that.
Maybe.
Or it may, I am sort of wondering if us being in the middle of a pandemic is making it more difficult for them to have...
Probably not helping, but it's just... It's noticeable.
I would honestly definitely prefer people not die to having all of our toys perfect. So that it's okay if it's just that they don't want to have all those quality control people standing next to each other at the assembly line. So like that's cool, guys. That's okay. Don't kill people for our toys. But it is like a noticeable thing, so I would, that does kind of make it like harder to order things online. If you can't see, I mean, again, I got my Earthrise Starscream just during one of my every several months trips to the local Walmart, upon which I find out that yes, it's still terrible.
Yeah, I haven't gone back there in like a month.
I went to the one that's in the next town over when I needed some stuff from Walmart this weekend, and everyone, the vast majority of people there are behaving. So hopefully my place is just a disaster fluke. So shall we move on to Kingdom?
Yeah, which we like. Yeah, I think last time we mentioned that like the preview image thingy had been leaked of like the poster of like who's in it. It's like, okay, it's the guys from Beast Wars and Galvatron for some reason,
and specifically the show characters, which I don't know why I'm sort of like hung up on that, because I mean the show was really, really good.
Yes.
But I feel like the non-show toys, maybe it's just my particular group of friends, have so much appreciation for the entire toy line and not just only the show characters, that it does seem like, there would be people who would be totally up to like a modern engineering man terror or something. But
yeah. Well, wait,
that's probably a very, like, my own weird group of very toy fixated friends.
Yeah. It'd be nice to get some of them, but I kind of doubt it.
Yeah.
Unless they're a redeco of a show guy, it's not going to happen.
However, I do think, and I think I mentioned this last time, and I still hold to this, I do think that all of the G1 characters who are in Kingdom really should be forced to have beast modes.
Yeah, like Warpath. We're getting a Warpath,
but be a bull. Make him a bull.
Something. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I remember thinking of a good idea of what he should be, but I can't remember what it was. Make him a turtle or something.
Make Inferno a fire ant, except his robot mode is clearly just G1 Inferno. It's just G1 Inferno, except he just happens to turn into a fire ant. That seems like a disappointing surprise if it wasn't packed in beast mode. So yeah, someone had, like you mentioned, a stop motion video review thing of the Rat Trap, who is what's being called the core size class now, which is basically
legend
like
size or whatever. He looks. Yeah. I think he might actually be like the same size as the original Rat Trap toy, or close enough to it.
I think he's a little shorter. I think somebody had them next to each other, and he was definitely shorter.
I've only seen like him compared to the deluxe we got a few years ago.
I mean, honestly, his toy, original basic Rat Trap, is about the size of Siege Cliff Jumper.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's about the right size.
So, yeah, this is smaller.
And give me a Voyager Dinobot to go with that. Which
I mean, I do appreciate that Core does seem at least a little more descriptive than Legends, because Legends is not... It was just sort of an offshoot line originally to do a bunch of G1 characters and very purchasable, like at Hot Topic price points. Yeah. So yes, it's Core now. He looks bigger than, say, Rung, but smaller than, say, Cliffjumper. He's a low rat.
And he looks so much like a rat in alt mode.
And good. They did not do anything weird like giving them robotic beast modes that, like, G1 Predacons. They are very animal mode looking. There are a lot of pictures of a Cheetor out there, which you can definitely... So Tigatron is going to be... He's one of the ones listed as a Voyager.
Yeah,
which is interesting. But, like, Cheetor... This Cheetor's beast mode looks a lot more like an actual cheetah. Yeah. Whereas the original Beast Wars Cheetor just looked like a dumpy large cat.
Yeah, it was a dumpy leopard. The last Cheetor we got, the deluxe one, how was that? I never got that one.
I didn't get that one either. I should have. I mean,
this one looks really good though, so I probably will get this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this seems like a good place if you missed out on some of the earlier, some of the other in-between stuff. For some reason, when I saw that Cheetor, I just thought his shoulders looked extremely current series.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, just the shape of them. But yeah, he looks good. He definitely looks good. There's a leak of the Black Arachnia who... looks acceptable.
It looks a lot like it looks, in a way, kind of better than the Masterpiece one they made.
I mean, I guess we'll have to see how the Beast Mode is.
Cheaper?
I don't think
the Beast Mode.
Seen the Beast Mode.
It looks like all the parts of her Beast Mode make sense in Robot Mode as opposed to the Masterpiece where, like, I think you had to swap parts.
The Beast Mode, the Masterpiece Beast Mode is terrible. Yeah. And I mean, I would still probably have bought it by now if it was not like $150 or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, she does look good. Looks like she makes use of some of that gold plastic, so hopefully, parts of her won't break off in 10 years. But yeah, it looks, I mean, if you just the idea, the current toy line, but Beast Wars, and you can imagine exactly what it looks like. They all look about like you would expect them to look, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Which is really
good. Which makes me, I'm glad now I never got the original toys. It was like, I get to buy them again. Oh no, the next year and a half is going to be expensive because I'm going to be buying all the beasts.
Yeah.
I do not need Scorponok. I need to buy Dinobot instead. And to everybody else.
I am gonna miss that, I'm gonna miss the Cyber Bee.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll give them a cyber, I don't know, they don't put springs and stuff like they used to.
Oh yeah, there's less gimmicking.
I I liked that Cyber Bee. It was very satisfying. It was not quite as satisfying as Strika's reciprocating cannons.
Okay, yeah, I want
crack.
a new Strika so bad, so she'll have better articulation.
That would be a good one.
But lack of that gimmick would be a little sad, because that is like the best gimmick.
Well, she's been in Cyberverse.
Oh, okay. I've only seen like 2 episodes, and I didn't care.
Yeah, it's a lot of them basically just sort of bringing together all the characters they wanted to put in a thing once it gets to a certain point. Like,
Skullcruncher, and he's getting a toy?
Well, he was...
News to me.
He was just in an episode as, like, basically like an alligator con. He was just a big robot alligator. He didn't transform or anything. But apparently he's getting a fairly sizable toy, which once again has that perfect color matching thing that they do these days. So he looks fun. I don't know. I haven't been able to bring myself to buy any Cyberverse stuff except for the deluxes.
Oh, she's called Alpha Strike in Cyberverse.
Oh, that's right. I remember someone saying her name.
I want a toy of that because that looks cool.
It's a good design. They have some fun stuff in that series.
Yeah.
I need fun things now and not Siege.
Someday I'll find out in the future. When
you can watch it ahead of time.
Oh, she's a big brick. Oh,
there's
need toy.
One thing that show has been excellent for is body type diversity. So it's pretty good. So yeah, I don't know what the situation is with Cyberverse and its toy line at this point. It just still sort of seems to be trickling along. But yeah, so that's lots of leaks of Kingdom at this point. It's, looks like it's shaping up to be exactly what it sounded like it was going to be once we had the basic stuff. I wonder if the show is going to get Ron Perlman to be Optimus Primal again.
Ooh, that would be weird. But fine, whatever.
Speaking of things I still need to go back and watch.
I mean, I in a way, I don't want them to make a show that will show up like 3 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be interesting and horrifying at the same time. Like, what would a new Waspinator sound like?
Oh, it would be funny. I think I mentioned this when we were talking about Siege for Patreon. Here's our Patreon plug. When we were talking about Siege for that Chris Latta did both Wheeljack and Starscream. And Wheeljack and Starscream are really two of the better voices in Siege, but they are done by different people.
Yeah.
So it is
not both voiced by the same guy, which is it's kind of weird. But
it's going to be sad to have Dinobot and Rat Trap not being the same voice actor.
Yeah, not having a scene where 3 characters are talking and it's all the same guy talking Scott to himself.
McNeil. Yeah, that's... I don't know.
Which admittedly, I wouldn't like any of the voice actors from the new show trying to do that, but...
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun when Scott McNeil did it.
Yeah.
Or get Steve Bloom, if you can't get Scott McNeil.
Well,
he can pull it off.
Season 3 of Cyberverse had cheap knockoff Steve Bloom, so maybe he's got some... Yeah, there's Dead End.
There's a budget Steve Bloom?
Who just sounds exactly like Steve Bloom doing his, like the slightly darker version of the Spike Spiegel Roger Smith voice.
Oh, well, if he has the same gravel in the back of his voice, that might work, but I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, I'll find you some clips. So, yeah, I think that's about it. There's various, there's a rumor about a Ratchet Lifeline 2-pack for Target. Though kind of, I feel like that should be a Walgreens. Well, we're getting Ratchet
somewhere. It's just, like... addendum. Apparently Ratchet is available at Amazon right now, but doesn't ship until December. Available with Lifeline, yes. Go get. And now back to the rest of the episode. I hope it's not a Target too. Like, Pre-ordering from Hasbro Pulse is kind of expensive with the shipping because I'm not one of those people that did whatever at the beginning to get free shipping.
Yeah, I was broke then.
But it's reliable in that pre-ordering. Trying to get anything ordered online from Target is a nightmare that, like, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, they do not have a good web platform.
They do not have, like, a limit on ordering, apparently.
Oh, don't they?
I don't think so.
I don't think...
Because things were, like, just disappearing in seconds.
Yeah, I've heard about that, about when they do restocks on stuff, because that's generally...
Yeah, at, like, 3 a.m., it's just, it's like, random weird times they're put up after they're supposed to be put up, or when they do finally show up, they're just gone.
Right. They have stuff that as soon as it gets listed, suddenly it's sold out.
Yeah, somebody's bought it.
Yeah, so I don't know what their back-end problems are, but they seem to have some.
So I'm hoping Ratchet doesn't show up that way.
Yeah.
Or at least if it does, it does show up in my local Target, because otherwise I'm not going to get it.
It should be Walgreens.
But I never got the Walgreens version.
Aw, I'm sorry.
I need a Ratchet.
I believe the one that I got was the last one at that Walgreens. So, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well...
And that
I will at some point end up with a new Ratchet toy. Mm-hmm. Because the last one I got was Prime. And it's a good Ratchet, but it doesn't fit in with everything else.
Yeah.
Aesthetic-wise, and I need a Ratchet.
He doesn't have a nose, and all the characters in the modern aesthetic stuff have a nose.
Yes, I'm willing to pay extra for a Ratchet, but I don't want to pay that much extra for a Ratchet.
Yeah, he's kind of a lot. So yeah, shall we move on to comics? Because there's still comics coming out. I don't know if you've heard.
Oh, yeah, there's still comics. We got to talk about that, and we've been talking about toys and things for a while, and I haven't even talked about Snick, and Slitherfang is the best toy.
He's pretty great.
I currently have 3 of them. I need at least 3 more.
I have 1.
He's so good.
I guess I'm okay just having 1, though. He is pretty great. I need to actually play with my Scorponok because he's so big. I need to clear off, like, my coffee table. So at this point, he's basically standing by the coffee table, and I got out specifically Headmaster RC. I dug out my Comic-Con exclusive RC so he could be holding her and she's shooting, at his face. Sadly, he does not actually have a little peg on his face. Or I would have put his little blast effect on his face. It's down on his chest, so now it looks like as he was lifting her up, that's where she got a shot in. So yeah, I've messed with him a little bit. I need to, like, actually properly play with him while I'm watching, I don't know, Stephen Colbert, because that's about the only thing I watch right now.
Okay, so he's not as much fun as Comics Accurate Rotostorm with the exploding head.
I assume that was not meant to be his head. It just...
No, somebody just stuck an effects part in front of his head.
I do wonder if that's
and
the
it looks perfect.
The effects part that he comes with, though. Yeah, that's Nick Roche retweeted that on Twitter. That, yes, someone posted saying, glad Rotorstorm came with a comic accurate head, gives that IDW Nick Roche Wreckers vibe. That was at Bisto Yeti. Who, yes, it had a big blue blast effect, and I don't know if that's the blast effect he comes with or not, but yes, that's him getting his head blown off. I need to reread that book, because that was a good book. I've got the hardcover. I have to.
Yeah, did I get the hardcover?
I have to.
I know I got a collected version too.
I have to make sure it's not one of the books that is still stuck in quarantine at my parents' because I'm not allowed to go visit them now. I had moved out everything except a couple final boxes. So
I'm not entirely sure where mine is.
Oh no!
I think it might be with my D&D books, but I'm not positive.
It is about, not quite that size, but about. But yes, Slitherfang is great. I think I had just gotten him when we recorded for last month, because I ended up actually running out at work, because there's a very nice big, it had actually been a super Target, except they just took the super part off the building. but that's up near my work, and it looked like they might have him in, and they had kicked us out of our room for COVID cleaning because someone elsewhere in the building had had tested positive. So I had my coworker cover for me while I ran. I mean, I wasn't doing anything bad, but cover for me while I ran up to Target and got snack.
Yay.
So I was very happy to have that. I'm very happy that if I was going to be doing something ridiculous like running out on what was basically a lunch break, that I actually found him and didn't just come out disappointed. So yeah, comics. The ongoing...
Is still ongoing.
Bumblebee sure did straight up murder a dude.
Yeah, that was a bit much. I mean,
I don't feel like it was unwarranted for the situation, but on the other hand, it kind of reminds me of something that I've heard said about, especially related to Zack Snyder, that if you write a story in which Superman has to kill somebody, you did not write a Superman story.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, I was on board with, like, IDW Bumblebee being sort of grouchy because he was still, like, when he disappeared for a while and everyone thought he was dead, but he was just, like, shifted off into an adjacent dimension, and he was haunting Starscream by giving Starscream, like, friendly advice.
Yeah, that was weird, Bumblebee, but that was still in character
So
with Bumblebee.
It was a little
basically
different, but you could definitely feel that this was, like, this sweet, hopeful guy who was dealing with things, but was still just this ultimately very good person. And so, yeah, I mean, and like I said, I mean, Quake absolutely had it coming, but
making Bumblebee do it's odd choice.
In a setting where murder is, like, I mean, even worse than it is in modern human setting. In modern human world.
This is like the 5th murder Transformers have had in millions of years or whatever.
Yeah.
Hundreds of years.
So it's very, like, the idea of that being something that you would even think to do is, like, you know, subversive for them. So that's, I mean, and so like I said, I feel like this is maybe not the time to be telling. We're still telling, like, social collapse stories.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good. It's not meant to feel good, but it feels extra bad right now.
Yeah.
It's not escapist entertainment in any way.
I think 5 years ago, it would have been less, like,
Yeah.
But it's still, you know, it's okay. It still has some good elements to it. You know, every so often you get, like, a good bit, and it's like, oh, this still has some good bits. But yeah, I can understand how it got to that point. It didn't feel, like, totally Zack Snyder-y.
No, the colors are at least bright most of the time.
It has some colors.
They're moody in a few shots. Yeah. But like, I wish the comic was more of what the cover of the issue I have, with the 3 fembots on it, with Flame War and Slipstream and whatever the other one's called.
You know, I kind of felt like that. Shadow Striker?
Yes, Shadow Striker.
I felt like that with the last issue with that Hound cover. It's like, I want this story that's just about Hound as, like, a xenodiplomat. Like, Nautica as a xenodiplomat is really good, and that works, and the one story with her doing that and Road Rage, and that was really good. And so it's not like, I mean, you know, it's not like the Netflix Siege series, but
no, it's It is better than that, but we're 22 issues in, and the first few were only barely better than Siege.
You know, at this point in More Than Meets the Eye, we had just finished all the stuff with, like, Tyrest and The Lost Moon.
Oh, yeah, that stuff was dark, but in such an interesting, crazy way.
And things happened. Like, so much happened.
Yeah.
So much happened in those stories. So this is a lot, and I pulled out my issue, and yeah, it's just...
It's not bad, it's just not what I want.
It wasn't...
Not entertaining enough.
It is a good cover. I did get that cover. Sometimes my local comic shop guy slips me the good covers because I show up. But I haven't, like, abandoned my pull except for that couple months when I was moving, and I promised him I would come back for it, and then I ended up dropping, like, $200 some.
Yeah, no, I went to the comic shop today. I only got 2 comics, and I didn't go last week.
Aw. Well, yeah, it's sort of...
I don't have that much on my pull list anymore, to be honest.
Slowly cranking back up. So, yeah, I need to trim some X titles, because, like, some of those are just...
Yeah, there's just too many.
I don't know if anyone is really going to have what it takes to get me to care about a Cable solo book. Like, ever.
Ooh, no.
Like,
give me a good Excalibur book, and
maybe the Cable and Baby Hope stuff, or even just like Cable and Teenage Hope was okay, but no, we've got de-aged Cable, and he's just kind of
What's the one that was for a while? It was like Madrox's Detective Agency. I think they're bringing
X-Factor.
it back. Yes, X-Factor.
They're bringing it back. It doesn't have Madrox.
Doesn't have Madrox. It's got, like, I think it's Polaris. And...
It does have my beloved Rachel, though, and I really need, now that they're just throwing everything in on X-Men queer stuff, really need Kitty, Ilyana, and Rachel as a throuple, and just let it be.
Well, wait, is Kitty dead again? I think somebody died.
She came back from being... They finally got her back from being dead. Apparently her phasing powers were not behaving properly with the resurrection process, but they sorted it out. Emma sorted it out.
Yay.
So yeah. But Rachel, I love Rachel. I've always loved Rachel. Like, since I first learned about X-Men stuff in the early 90s, I have always loved Rachel. So yeah, she is in, actually the first issue of the X-Factor series has her in, like, the best civilian clothes I have ever seen, which is just, like, some oversized pants and a tank top and, like, sort of a jacket over it, and I was very on board for that.
Is it a red leather jacket with spikes on it?
Not in that scene, but she was walking her werewolf puppy, so...
Oh, werewolf.
Okay, I'm gonna stop being gay for Rachel. And we will talk about Secrets and Lies, which remember when there was that one issue of it, and I said one of the best things about it was that it knew it only needed to be one issue.
Yeah.
It only needed to be one issue.
I mean, again, it's like, it's giving Simon Furman money, which hopefully is keeping him away from writing more Robotech books. Please stop doing that. Stop working with Harmony Gold. Fuck Harmony Gold. And the Guido Guidi art is really good, because it's that, a blend of all that we liked of the G1 Marvel comics, only with better coloring, but it's still coloring that's really reminiscent. Oh, and all the inking and the shading. Like,
the art is beautiful.
As an art piece, the last 2 issues are great. But yeah, it's a story that it's filling in the holes from the G1, and the G1 story is a bumpy, weird road with lots of holes.
It does feel weird to me when it has characters who are not like 1984-85 characters, like the Technobots being there.
Yeah, which is kind of neat, but also like, why?
Yeah.
And like, although I don't like the here's your new home, Straxus. We just renovated it. It's like, oh, that's nice. It's the strangest take on Straxus that it's just a guy getting a new apartment.
Yes.
I mean,
Darkmount is his new apartment.
No, he's a megalomaniacal murder bot. Like, he's not just house hunting. What?
I like Perceptor being in Marvel colors. That's fun.
Oh, well, yeah, and Soundwave in Marvel colors. Like, as I said, as an art piece, this is great.
Yes, the art is delightful. I've joked that my new car that I'm so excited with is a very, like, slightly grayish light blue. And I realized that it's like desaturated background character blue.
Yes.
And that's why I love it.
Yom Tov background dude color.
It's Yom Tov background character color. So that I think that's why it appeals to me on such a deep level. It's because it reminds me of old comic coloring. But yeah, it continues to be pretty, I guess. What I would jump ahead to, speaking of things of it being pretty, was did you see that next issue teaser picture?
Yes, the next issue. Why Star Saber? I mean, okay, he's
You hear me squealing from all the way up there.
The idea of trying to incorporate him is like, okay, add more G1-ish guys into the story. That's kind of neat, but he feels like just such an odd outlier. I don't think it's going to work.
Giving me a lot of feelings, and I don't know if they're bad feelings or if they're good feelings, and I think it's a little of both, because yes, there is part of me that's like, but also the rest of me is very happy about...
You're happy, but you're probably going to be unhappy, because reflected in his sword is Straxus, so I think he's just going to end up in the smelting pool.
No, I hadn't even thought that.
I mean, what else are you going to do with him?
How dare? How dare?
He's probably going to murder a bunch of guys before he gets dumped in the pool, but I think he's going to be a puddle by the end of next issue.
Now I'm sad.
Sorry.
Just seeing this character who I've always really liked in an iconic sense, just in that art style that is not the style he's usually in, but has almost very similar nostalgic resonance for me. Because Victory was like the first Japanese Transformers stuff I really discovered in 1995. So G1 Japanese nostalgia is still legitimately nostalgia for me. So yes, it's very... I got a little too much of a kick out of it.
Wait, who does the color? Oh, Jean-Paul Bove does a great job.
Yes.
Like, imitating G1 coloring with dots and making it look even better.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of that is just like a filter, but you still have to get those desaturated pastels right, you know?
Yeah.
You still have to get exactly that right shade of sky blue, and it's good. But yeah, the story is just something Dinobots, something retconning Savage Land, because we can't use that anymore.
Savage Land was an illusion. It didn't happen.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, again, I don't know that it needs to exist, but on the other hand, it does kind of make me want to maybe not dig up my original old issues, because they're, I don't know, I feel like if I look at them funny, they're probably going to crumble to dust.
Faded and deteriorated, and the paper has turned a little bit too much of a yellowish brown.
Yeah, but I'm sure at some point I've picked up collections, either paper or PDF. I've probably picked up some of them in those IDW Humble bundles that go up every so often.
I probably have version somewhere.
I'll get my laptop with the flip around screen and comic read.
This doesn't need to be an ongoing, but maybe 2 more issues would be good of it.
You know what else doesn't need to be an ongoing is the Transformers Terminator crossover, but
I haven't read that.
We'll not go too far into that. I'm just saying that if Alex Milne really just wanted to have one of the hunter-killer plane things turn into Starscream, he could just draw that and post it to Twitter or something and call it a day. It doesn't need to be an entire series. But it does look like, I didn't actually read issues 2 and 3 yet, though they're sitting in my pile. The half of my pile that I took to work the other night that I didn't get through. But it does look like he's doing some fun stuff with some later characters. There's a design for Velocity going around that
there was
it's like a
Velocity
Trans Am, and she's got ripped gene thing going, and
and the bird that's on the hood ends up on her back, so it looks like a jacket.
Yes,
with a giant bird on the back. That looked cool.
That's pretty good.
Again, design wise, that sounds good, but I don't really want to read Transformers and Terminator.
If it hadn't been Alex Milne, I wouldn't be buying it. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably just pick up the collection at some point.
Yeah. There was also a new issue of Galaxies, but I think we will come back to that next month and talk about issues 2 and 3. By then, I don't know that this story is going to run longer than that, so we'll probably have the whole story to wrap up at that point. And then who knows? Next month is my birthday.
Oh, yay.
Probably.
Happy birthday. You get to not go see New Mutants.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to go see it. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't.
Even in the before times, the 4 p.m. Tuesday showings at the theater here were pretty empty, so...
Yeah, the theater here isn't that busy that I usually go to. If it's in 3D, I would go because there will be even less people in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's getting a 3D showing. Are the movies still 3D anymore? Has that finally died?
I think this might have killed them. I don't know.
Okay, that's good. It has killed it so that the Avatar sequels will not do well.
Will not exist. They're just going to...
I mean, they shouldn't exist at all, to be honest. No, but...
No, they shouldn't. But yeah, sadly, the drive-in theater is only showing it on nights when I'm working, so...
Oh, drive-in. Oh, I haven't even checked the drive-in. Of course, the last time I did check the drive-in, it didn't have listings until Friday for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so who knows.
But yes, I will be turning 42, so I will finally learn the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. We'll see how that goes.
I'm guessing it involves mice and cats catching them.
I mean, considering my apartment, that's reasonable. Actually, I haven't seen any mice, but the cats would definitely catch them. They caught the one big roach that I had one time and then left it right where I would step on it. Fortunately, I always wear house shoes because I get plantar fasciitis on hardwood.
I do not. I'm... As soon as I get home, I'm in socks.
Well, maybe you should consider that so you don't step on roaches that your cats
have killed.
I don't
have roaches. Oh, I don't want roaches. I have had mice, but thankfully cats took care of them, and I managed to patch up the holes where they would get in.
Well, good. All right.
Every once in a while I hear them. Anyway.
My chubby boy's taking up my entire desk at the moment, so.
Oh, this is a long episode. We always say we're going to do a short episode. That never happens.
I told you before the episode... When I told you that we always say this and it always jinxes it.
Well, it's better now that we try to just do it monthly, so it's not as bad. It's just gonna...
But there is more news.
Yeah.
So yes, I guess if you're feeling very generous, you can check my Twitter feed at RecordGen, and at some point I'll post an Amazon wish list with some random things that it occurs to me to possibly want, including random car accessories.
More snacks.
Yes.
Send snacks.
Just, can you put, I think you can put how many of something you want. So you could put quantity 12 snakes and it would just tell people to keep sending you snakes until it hit that number. Cause I think,
is it even still on Amazon?
I think over on RFC they were doing something like that to Dawn with Death's Head 2 figures.
Oh yeah, when are we going to get a bigger one of Death's Head?
That's a good question. Death's Head 1.
Big Death's Head.
We got the little Death's Head 1 and the big Death's Head 2, and that was just wrong.
Yeah, which is fine. He's on my desk somewhere. But
anyway, so that is it.
Slitherfang is expensive on Amazon.
Yeah, that's not good.
Good thing I pre-ordered more of them in other places. Anyway.
Yeah, get lots of snakes. Talk to you next month. when we'll have lots of snakes. Until then, this has been Jen.
And David.
Good night.